cut and move and bounce off tackles. If you have that innate, ability to just not go down as running back, as long as you stay healthy, you're going to go a very long way.
Sports Fix listeners, J-Rock, Jeff Gorman talking about the Ohio State Buckeyes as we're about to roll into hour 2 here. Big victory last night, becoming the national champions. First playoff victory here, first playoff format national championship. Jeff Gorman, my man, talk to me a bit coming out of this thing, man. Final thoughts for you on the Buckeyes, on this game last night, on the season as a whole.
Well, I think this was just really a great thing. I mean, it was just a really good day yesterday. I mean, and literally everywhere. I didn't go out very much yesterday, but when I did, just about everybody I saw, including myself, was wearing an Ohio State shirt. It just brings the whole state together, and, to have something so positive like that. And, again, not just for 1 year, it's been a tradition, with 6 championships, and, you have just the way that football is important to this city, not just from, to this state, not just from the standpoint of having the Football Hall of Fame, but just, what a big thing high school football is. It's just, great for the overall culture of the state to have such a good day yesterday. And even leading up to it, everybody was just very positive, and there's just a lot of positive vibes. And then it all played out on the field just the way that we hoped. And it was just a great thing. And I was just happy to have everything work out so well yesterday for the entire state of Ohio.
Sorry about that. I lost the connection there for a second. I thought I had dropped you there. I'm with you, Jeff. I'm with you on all of that, my friend. You can hear me, right?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
There we go. I don't know what happened there. But Jeff Gorman, my man, great conversation, and I'm with you on all of that. It was a lot of fun. Today is a good day to be from Ohio, baby, and to represent the OH all over the place. You know who else represented last night? LeBron James, which means he better be playing basketball tonight. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. And by the way, I think my favorite tweet that I saw last night, and again, I cannot remember who to give it credit to, was it was funny. It was from the press box where LeBron and his guys were hanging out watching the game, and it was just a zero in on Damon Jones. Damon Jones, the luckiest man in America. He's got the best job in the world. All Damon Jones has to do is drive around with LeBron James, rebound for him when he shoots, and just say whatever you want, LeBron, man. It's great, man. He gets to hang out, travel the world, see the sporting events. Damon Jones is living the dream, baby. But every photo, he's right there next to LeBron. Damon Jones living the dream, man. We're living the dream. Jeff Gorman, good conversation. Hey, my friend, thank you for joining us here, having fun. Friday, hey, you and I have got to get into the NFL mode on Friday. Not only who knows what's going on around the league, but we've got some championship games to get ready for. Hey, real quick, I'm going to talk to Dr. Football here in a minute, so kind of warm that up a little bit. NFL, what were your thoughts this past weekend on the games coming out? Obviously, you and I talked Friday about how you thought it was going to play out. What were your thoughts on how things actually played out?
Well, I expected all 4 home teams to win. That's who I picked, and I had Denver going all the way and winning the Super Bowl. So it seemed like that's the way it was going to go all weekend long. Sometimes the teams that were the home teams, the Patriots and the Packers, they would have some stumbles, they'd fall behind, but then they would get it done at the end. But Denver, no, it just didn't happen. And of course, everything's falling apart for them with their coach and, with Peyton Manning being hurt. And I really expected Denver to hold it together better than everybody else, but they completely fell apart. And it's the Colts. We're going to see how they fare in Foxborough this weekend. It's going to be a lot of fun stuff. But again, I'm really not too surprised at how the other 3 teams did, but very surprised at how it all fell apart for the Broncos.
Yeah, you and I can talk about it more on Friday, but we both were in that boat. Not just the Broncos as a team, but the improvements that they made intentionally on the defensive side, the money that they spent, the investments that they made, and then to see it collapse like that. And as you said, now John Fox is out. Who knows where they go with not just Peyton Manning. That team's got, I think I saw 17 or 18 unrestricted free agents, including Peyton Manning, Julius Thomas, Demaryius Thomas. I mean, a lot of their key guys are all free agents at the same time. And, hey, Demaryius Thomas would look good in a Browns uniform next year. That's all I'm saying, man.
Oh, yeah.
But anyways, they've got a lot of issues over there. They're at that point where do you implode it, or do you try to patch it together and get one more season out of Peyton, one more season out of everything? My gut tells me they may try to patch everything together and get one more season, but you've already blown it up with the coaching staff. That's sometimes as good a point as any to start to clear the slates and decide which way you're going to go. But it's easy for me to tell the Broncos fan base, yeah, we're going to wipe the slates clean. So who knows? We'll talk about all of that, though, coming up, my man. Jeff, good stuff. Friday, we'll preview the AFC and NFC championship games.
Sounds good, Darren. Thanks a lot for having me. Have a good one.
You too, my man. Jeff Gorman writes for Indians and Browns101.com. He's here on the Sports Fix on Tuesdays and Fridays. He'll be back with us on Friday previewing the championship games this weekend. Let's take a break, get you some news as the party continues here on the Sports Fix. We've gotten some calls here during the last couple of segments. I'm going to play some. Matter of fact, let's see. I've got a couple of messages here. We'll play those when we come back. We'll get Dr. Football on the phone, talk some more with his thoughts on the Buckeyes victory here and the draft stock of some guys coming out, perhaps. He's been a draft nick for 30 years. We'll talk a little bit about some of the guys coming out of there. NFL, coaching, all that stuff. John Fox, Rex Ryan headed to Buffalo. Greg Roman going with him. We'll talk about all of that and more. Dr. Football joins us talking Buckeyes, NFL, so much more after the news. Don't go away.
Standing on the wall, get your back up off the wall. Tell me, baby, how you gonna do it if you really won't take a chance? By standing on the wall, get your back up off the wall. Listen, baby, you know it. When you're dancing, yeah, you show it. When you move.
The Sports Fix, your choice for intelligent talk.
I'm expecting a very important delivery at the house, so could you please call me if it arrives? I'll give you my cell number. 401-555-1125.
440.
No, I was just repeating the 4. 1-4.
14.
Intelligent talk.
Okay, 1125.
1125. 155.
I'm not giving you quantities of the numbers. I'm giving you the numbers. 1125. Those are the last 4 numbers.
Oh, I see. 1125.
Yes. All right. Now read the number back to me.
Let me get my pen.
The Sports Fix will be right back.
Hi, this is Joe Tate, and you're listening to the Sports Fix.
Business owners and professionals, do you want to take your business, your product, your team, your event to the next level? You want to advertise right here with the Sports Fix. Our listeners are among the most loyal listeners, terrestrial or internet. The Sports Fix universe is not only the radio show, but tens of thousands of fans on Facebook and Twitter. Email me, Jerry Myers, thesportsfix@AOL.com. That's thesportsfix@AOL.com. And let me help you swing for the fences and hit it out of the park right here on the Sports Fix. Whether it's an oil change or a new set of tires, Quick Lane at Valley Ford Truck has you covered for your automotive car care needs. They're your neighborhood quick service experts. They also offer a low price tire guarantee. Choose from 13 brands, and if you find the same tires at a lower price within 30 days, Quick Lane at Valley Ford will refund the difference. They're open late Monday through Thursday until 9 p.m. and open early Saturday so you can check it off your to-do list and get on with your day. They also have a newly remodeled service lounge and additional service bay just for Quick Lane oil changes. Quick Lane at Valley Ford Truck is located at 5715 Canal Road, right under the 480 Bridge in Valley View, just down the road from Independence. 5715 Canal Road, right under the 480 Bridge in Valley View, just down the road from Independence. Come see why life is better in the Quick Lane. QuickLane.com/Valley Ford Truck. That's QuickLane.com/Valley Ford Truck.
Portions of the Sports Fix brought to you by Harry Buffalo. Harry Buffalo, join the herd.
News break.
I'm Christine Lisi. Here's what's happening. The celebration continues for Ohio State in the aftermath of its 6th national championship. Buckeyes in the underdog role for a 3rd straight game knocked off Oregon 42-20. Ezekiel Elliott ran for 246 yards and 4 touchdowns. Urban Meyer joined Nick Saban as the only head coaches to win national titles at multiple schools. Oregon quarterback and Heisman Trophy winner Marcus Mariota said he hasn't yet made a decision if he'll enter the NFL draft. Ohio State QB Cardale Jones said he'll consider entering the draft. The deadline for underclassmen to declare is Thursday. NBA, Cleveland's LeBron James, a game-time decision tonight against Phoenix. He's been out since December 30th with strains in his left knee and lower back. The Cavs just 1-8 without LeBron in the lineup this season. As he tries to return to the Knicks lineup for Thursday's game in London, Carmelo Anthony admitted he's probably going to need surgery on his injured left knee at some point. New York's currently stuck in a 15-game losing streak. NFL former Broncos coach John Fox will interview soon for the Bears vacancy, but he is not a lock for the job, reports ESPN's Chris Mortensen.
Buying razors at the store shouldn't feel like getting punched in the gut. If you're sick of getting beat up by high razor prices, do something about it. Get amazing razors and grooming supplies delivered from DollarShaveClub.com for just a few bucks. That's DollarShaveClub.com. You're listening to the Sports Fix.
Welcome back to the Sports Fix Live as we roll into Hour 2 across the Sports Fix Radio Network. My man, Dr. Football, getting ready to join us here as he always does. We're going to have a little split football. I thought this was a good way to kind of segue right in between one to the other. We'll talk a little national championship with Dr. Football. He's been a draftnik for 30 years. I want to talk to him about his thoughts on what the draft stock may have done for one Cardale Jones. As you heard, he's got until Thursday to early declare about Mariota. We'll talk about some of the other, perhaps, players and their stock coming out of this, get his thoughts, and we'll shift over and segue into the NFL and the coaching carousel that's going around and all of that. Dr. Football Bill Chachkes is going to join us here. You can join us on Facebook and Twitter and email, facebook.com/thesportsfix. Tweet with us at the SportsFix CLE. Email us, thesportsfix@AOL.com, facebook.com/thesportsfix. Tweet with us at the SportsFix CLE. Email us, thesportsfix@AOL.com. Before I go to the phones and get the doc on the hotline, I'm going to go to the hotline real quick during the break. One of you left me a message. Let's go to the phones right now. Caller, you're next up on the Sports Fix.
J-Rock, this is the Swami from Northfield who predicted 42 points yesterday, by the way, my friend.
Another one.
I now hear that Mr. Jones, after 3 games, thinks he's ready for the NFL. Might be ready for the NFL. He has all the physical attributes, but I think another year in college would do him good. I think he's got to be the number one as far as either him, Barrett, or Braxton Miller. I think Miller is maybe a year away from being 100%. The magnitude of his injury, I think he'd be better suited to basically stay the course, ride it out with Ohio State, and see maybe what the draft. I don't see him as an NFL product anyway. I think he's better suited, as was maybe Troy Smith, for the Canada League or the Arena League. Funny, though, I saw LeBron James on the sideline yesterday in Dallas. I didn't know that was part of his therapy to drive, or not drive, but hop on a plane from the West Coast and stand on the sideline for 3-4 hours in Dallas, and then get on a plane and go back to the West Coast. That's rather unusual therapy. I didn't know that was part of the rehab. Maybe it's something new, but you would think I guess on his day off, he could do anything he wants. His previous therapy was to go down to Miami. Whatever. Talk to you later, J-Rock. Have a good one.
He does have a good point. I do think LeBron's status for tonight's game should have increased from doubtful to definite after he was hooting and hollering on the sidelines last night. I'm sure he will. You notice the timing of all this? I'm just saying. LeBron took a break, took some rest. Cavs made some trades during the week that he was gone. Then LeBron happened to say, hey, I may be back by Phoenix, which just happens to be the day after the national title game. I'm just saying, things may have worked out well. Hey, look, man, things may have worked out well for LeBron. Good for him. Good for the Cavs, hopefully. We'll talk about that game in a minute here tonight. But the mayor giving us a call on the hotline. You can do it as well. 216-539-7535. Leave your take. I'll play it throughout the show. Right now, I'm going to the phones.